Hello, friends. Today we're going to be reading out of the book Kindness Travels presents Penny Power. But first, you need to get a hold of the book. So you might want to pause it if you don't have the book already and go to the website kindnesstravels.com and you can download the free ebook and read along. Or you can just continue watching and you can download it later if you like. And you can download the free games too. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the games and activities. So the book is a little bit different. It's not just an ordinary book that you read. It's a book that teaches you to teach kindness. You actually travel to kindness. You see, it's the kids of the world that are going to change the world one kind act at a time and inspire the world to be better, to do better. And we do that by leading by example and by teaching. But here's the best part is you become the teacher. The group activity is this. We're going to read the book. We're going to talk a little bit about kindness. And then we're going to commit to a kind act in 24 hours. So after we talk a little bit about kindness, your job, if you choose to accept it, is to go out and do a random kind act. And I've got several to choose from. Some of the games that you're going to find on the website are the kind act dice. So the kindness dice, you can either use dice if you've got them, whatever number you shake, that's the kind act that you are challenged to do for the day. But you can choose a different one if you like. The other game, and this is super fun, is you put 3 pennies in your pocket. And you take your pennies and you put them in your left pocket. And with every kind act that you do, you transfer it into your other pocket. By the end of the day, you should have done 3 kind acts. And there's a bunch of different ideas on the website. But I believe the best ideas are brainstormed with your parents or your sister or brother or your friends. Come up with new ideas and ways to change the world for the better. Because if anybody's going to do it, I really do believe it's the kids that have the inspiration and enthusiasm and the best ideas in the whole wide world. So I think you can do it. What do you think? Are you with me? Cool. So if you're with me so far, let's read the book, shall we? So this is a book I wrote. It actually came to me in a dream, and I'd love to share it with you. It's called Kindness Travels presents Penny Power. The sand squished between Penny's toes as she stood at her pretend lemonade stand. Barbara walked the beach. She felt sad. She didn't notice that a dolphin jumped or the sea turtle popped his head out of the water. Or a red crab crawled along the beach. She didn't notice because she had her head down. She really wasn't looking. Sometimes when you put your head up and you look around and you see cool things and all that there is that's living and alive, and whether it's rainy or stormy or sunny or whatever, there's always things to be found that maybe could put a smile on your face. Sometimes you just have to look a little harder. I think that's how it is with people too. Sometimes we just have to look a little bit harder because there can be good to be found in everybody. Just look hard. If you don't find it, keep looking. So Penny stood at her lemonade stand and she was calling out, "Lemonade for sale, $1, $1. Come and get your fresh squeezed lemonade." And Barbara heard this, and the happy song made her smile. For real, she decided to treat herself to some kindness. "I'd like to buy a glass of your lemonade," said Barbara, and she presented a crisp bill to Penny. Penny says, "Well, it's only pretend lemonade." Barbara said, I know, but your happy song made me smile for real. So here's the deal. Travel the kindness, okay? The world needs more people like you. The world does need more people like you. Random kindness can change a person's day. Whether it's a happy song that makes somebody else smile, or just doing a random kind act like calling someone or wishing them well, or writing a kind note, or helping to help your parents out with some chores, or teacher to volunteer somehow. You get ideas. So Penny poured from a pitcher of air into a cup that wasn't there. Barbara smacked her lips. Oh, it's so sour, yet so sweet. Cheers to you, and to kindness too. Well, Penny thought about what she could do and for whom. And a whole week went by with much wind and wet weather. Sometimes when it rains, it's a good time to think, don't you think? When the sun finally did come out, Penny pleaded to go to a new park to play. The park was packed with children that Penny didn't know. Giggling girls and boys slid down chutes and climbed up the ladders. There's so many things to do at a playground, isn't there? It's fun to climb and slide. Water. It's really fun when you have water. Water squirted from the ground as brave boys and girls jumped from one spray to the next. They dared each other to stand under the tipsy wet bucket. As it splashed onto their heads, laughter filled the air. It's so fun to laugh. Giggling is good. Sometimes you can go on a laughter hunt, a humor hunt, and find things that are funny and compare notes. Find a friend or find somebody that may or don't know real well and challenge them to go on a humor hunt with you. Find things that are funny and laugh all day. So Penny sat on a swing over a sandy square, alone. She didn't know anybody at this park, and she wished she could join the fun. Suddenly, she heard the ice cream truck song as it parked near the playground. That always makes me smile. All but one little girl by the name of Patsy ran to stand in line for a sweet treat. Penny noticed that the little girl stood alone, teary-eyed and staring at the truck. "What's wrong?" Penny asked. "I want a treat today, but I don't have any money." She didn't have any money today. "I want a sweet treat, but I don't have any money today." But Penny had some money in her pocket. She pulled out the crisp bill and she said, "Somebody gave me this, and it's enough for two. I'd be happy to share." And the girls decided yes. Patsy smiled with her whole face. She said, "Yes, kindness travels." The girls ran together, hand in hand, toward the line. Their popsicles dripped faster than they could slurp them up. And soon their hands were blue, and their tongues were too. They ran through the water to wash. And when they looked down, 4 shiny pennies caught their view. They smiled because they knew what they were going to do. Let's share. Yeah, penny power. You know, pennies are like a kind act. When you need one, someone usually has one to share. With every year that went by, Their mission of kindness grew stronger. Jars of pennies accumulated and were given to good causes. It felt good to be kind. Can you think of a few different good causes that could use maybe a donation of coins? It could be pennies, quarters, dimes. It all adds up. You could collect them. And you could have other friends collect them and put them in a jar. I am curious where you would like to donate and give. And maybe inspire other people to do the same. Ask them to do a kind act too. Because kindness travels, it multiplies. Big. Imagine that. They invited others to join their mission of kindness. A kindness gang was formed, and together they found creative ways to practice random kind acts. And many thanks to the power of penny, kindness traveled. I think of you as that penny. Penny, Patty, John, Mike, Jim, Charles. There are so many people that need your kindness. And it all starts with just one. Much like the penny, if you think about it, every single thing that you do adds up. Just like the penny. How do you think you get to $1 million? One penny at a time. Kind actors are like pennies. And they're everywhere. They come in all shapes, sizes, races, religions. More often than not, people are in need of a kind act. Let the power of penny remind you today and every day that your kindness travels. So do you get it? You got it? Good. So go to the website, kindnesstravels.com. Everything's there. There are other videos too. There's videos in Spanish and Italian and Arabic. And if you have a video that you might like to share with me or do with me, I would love that. Let's play. Let's inspire the world with one kind act. Get creative. Give it all you got. And every day, your kindness matters. Thanks for tuning in.